Hello YouTube, how's it going? Hope you're all good, hope you're doing okay. For those of you that are following the journey after quitting smoking weed, I hope you're staying strong, hope you're still with it. I'm doing quite well. This is the first time I think I'm recording a video in the morning, so my girlfriend's in the kitchen making breakfast. So yeah, I've been doing this morning routine thing lately, and I've been getting up in the morning earlier and earlier and earlier, and I'm not doing it on purpose, but like my alarm is set for 7:30, and this morning I woke up at 7:15. So I got up early, I did my workout, I did all my breakfast and stuff, and so now I have free time in the morning. I don't know what to do with it. I read a bit of a book. We're planning a trip to Cambodia and Laos and Vietnam, which will be the first time we go out of Europe, which is quite exciting for us. So I started reading some of that book. But then I asked my girlfriend to stick in the kitchen while she does breakfast so I can record a video. So some of you might have seen I did a video about the morning routine, and I defined a morning routine for myself, and I've been sticking to that, and it's good. It gives me something to do as soon as I get up in the morning. I don't have to worry about what am I going to do. I have my schedule. Although I have to admit to myself and to you guys that there's one item on the list that I've dropped and that I was not able to do every morning, and I dropped it because it was getting very hard for me to do, and I don't, as much as I want to force myself to have good habits, I don't want something to put me in a bad mood. And so basically I stopped doing meditation. I was trying to do 15 minutes a day, nothing long, in the morning, but it was really hard for me. I couldn't, the first few days, like I've done meditation in the past. When I was 18, I studied this stuff, and I had found a technique, and I'd read lots of books like Krishnamurti and this kind of stuff. But lately, I just couldn't relax. I couldn't get that peace of mind. I've seen a few videos. I've also recommended a few videos about this in some previous video of mine. Go find it. You'll find it if you want. But yeah, it was too hard. It was like at the end of the 15-minute session, I was mostly annoyed rather than being refreshed or feeling peaceful or relaxed. So I decided, okay, I'm trying to do too many things at a time. I'm one good habit at a time. I'm working out every day, so that's already good. That's something good. I'm not smoking weed anymore. I'm reading a lot. I read a book in 3 days. I've started another book right now, which is Ender's Game, which seems pretty good. And I'm getting up early in the morning. I'm sleeping well. I'm eating well. So it's like, if I drop something, it's okay. I'll pick it up later on. I don't want to be too hard on myself. I don't want to be too strict with the rules I'm setting for myself. I have to be agile in a sense that, I'll figure things out as I go. As long as the end result is that I'm feeling good, I'm feeling positive. So yeah, I'm not doing meditation anymore. And another thing I did this morning was I wrote a message to an old friend. So I've been catching up with a very old friend on WhatsApp. We used to hang out when I was like 16, 17. Well, we met when I moved to Italy when I was 13, and we basically hang out every day since I was 14 till I was like 18 or 19. And then I had a crush on a girl. She argued with him, and I made the wrong decision and told him to fuck off. Which I'm not proud of. I think it was one of the biggest mistakes, biggest regrets in a way. I don't know. You say you should never have regrets because the choices you make bring you where you are today, and I kind of believe that, but still, yeah, that wasn't a great thing I did. I think I really crushed his soul in that I remember, yeah. Anyway, without me, going down that memory lane, the point that I was trying to make is that we rekindled our friendship, let's put it this way, a few years ago when I was in Florence, and we started seeing each other, but it was always a bit weird. There was always a bit of, we used to be really relaxed with each other. I know a lot of, secrets about this guy, and he knows a lot about me. It's like one of the few people that really knows me, possibly more than, definitely more than my parents, but more than a lot of people. It's like in the top 5 for sure. But even though we know each other, after this thing had happened, there'd always been this kind of, we were kind of embarrassed around each other. It's like I was shy with him, and it didn't feel right because I knew him and I knew I was supposed to be relaxed and I was supposed to be myself, but I felt I couldn't let go. We could never let go, let's put it that way. But regardless, since I moved here, I tried pinging him every now and again because, to be honest, it's hard to make new friends and I want to make sure I don't lose my old ones. So I'd send him a message, and it's become like this kind of old style letter conversation on WhatsApp, because we send each other these really long messages and the other one replies after 3 or 4 days because we don't want to just send shitty quick 2019 LOL replies. And so it's turning into a nice conversation, and I'm rediscovering him, he's rediscovering me. It's like a new way of cultivating a friendship, which is really interesting and nice. And it's interesting and nice for me right now because I'm in a moment where I've quit smoking weed, as you've probably understood by now. If you hadn't understood, I quit smoking weed. And I think for me and for most of you out there that were smoking weed, weed was my best friend. He was the guy I would go to when I was down. And I would hang out with weed every night, and I would bring him to bed. I would think about weed in the morning. And so now part of the void I'm trying to fill is being filled by hobbies and pastimes and things like that. But there's also this void where I realize that most of my real friends are all in Florence. I don't have any real, deep friendships here in Amsterdam. Like real, true friendships. I have lots of people that I get along with that I consider friends, but they're not. I don't know, I've always had this classification system in my mind where I've always, like, even when I was very young, I'd have 2 or 3 real friends and everyone else didn't really count as a friend. I mean, they're friends or they're people I know, I felt they were, but not really friends. And now in Amsterdam, I feel like I don't have any friends. Besides my girlfriend, I mean, she's like my best friend for life, but still, you know what I mean? So it's really hard to make friends when you're an adult. No one ever tells you this. This is something that there are no kids' stories explaining how hard it is. Like, there's nothing saying make a lot of friends right now because when you're older, it's going to be really hard. But it is. I don't know whether it's for me or whether it is for you guys as well, but I work in a huge office. I know a lot of people and I get along with a lot of people. But I guess maybe I shouldn't be mixing, my private life with work life, and maybe that's what's making me maintain a barrier between me and other people. But it's really, really hard to make proper deep friendships when you're an adult. I'm fine with meeting people and getting along with people. Like I said, I have a D&D group, so we gather around to play Dungeons and Dragons once every 2 weeks, and they're friends. We have a laugh and everything, but they're not people that I open up with. Let's put it that way. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. My old friends are people that I would really open up with. If I was having a hard time, if there was something that was bothering me, if I felt depressed, I felt like I could go to them and talk to them about that. I don't have anyone here in Amsterdam with which I can do that. And to be honest, if I had smoked when I quit smoking in Florence, I kind of lost those friendships, and so I kind of lost that when I quit smoking in Florence as well. So it's not a new feeling, it's not a new sensation, and it's probably one of the harder parts of all this. But yeah, we'll figure out a way. I guess it just needs time. I'll be patient, keep working on my good habits, keep working on being a better person, keep staying strong, and I'll get there. I'm pretty confident, I'm pretty faithful that, there's plenty of people that do it, that I can do it too. And you can do it too. But I am curious, do you guys have any advice? Is it something that you resonate with? Do you also have trouble making friends as an adult, as a young adult, or as a teen? I mean, I made my best friends when I was like 13. I guess I was still a kid. So, yeah, I'm curious to know whether this is something that is true for all ex-weed smokers, if it's true for all adults, if it's something that you feel is hard to work with. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for following. Thanks for the support as always. I really appreciate the comments. Peace.